How do I get more explosive? Well, that's a simple question with a very complex answer, but here's the truth. You need to get strong. We see a lot of trendy, cool movements out there that everyone's doing these jumps, med ball slams. We do med ball slams, all of these explosive, fast-paced movements, and those work. I'm not saying that you can't, and I'll even tell you in a second where those belong. However, if you're weak, if you're not adequately strong, you will absolutely not be able to get as explosive as you should be and or can be. So how we increase the ceiling, here's the 4 things I would tell you to do. Number 1, focus on your strength through stability first. So what that means is you should think unilaterally. You should think small isolation exercises. Make sure your glutes are firing, your glute medius is firing, your hamstrings are working. You can do things like even as simple as like a lateral lunge or split squats or clamshells, like some of these other more isolation style movements to make sure these muscles are active. So that provides you with some level of stability. You also, the unilateral side, take your shoes off, okay? Get increasing stability. The strength side, unilateral strength, so split squats, lunges, and making sure you're working intensely, back squats, all of those things really matter. And what you're doing is you're bringing up your force level, your force production. So you can actually put more force into the ground, allowing you to become more explosive or increasing the ceiling at which you can hit. So strength matters. So stability, strength, and then you do have to be explosive. So you have to train with explosiveness. So what that means is you are actually doing plyometrics, you're doing sprints, you're doing bounding, you're doing Olympic weightlifting, and which is a phenomenal tool to be explosive. So you do have to incorporate those things as well, but you have to kind of follow in those trends. The 4th one, I typically will always kind of guide towards mobility, but when I say mobility, what I'm mean is you need to be able to move more efficiently. So I always kind of throw in the fascia work, because fascia release work allows you to move more efficiently. So before trainings, before your workouts, you do want to do some level of fascia release work, which is like foam rolling. Without foam, we use a trigger ball. I've talked about this a lot, but you want to do that before, because then it allows you to move more optimally, and that's going to allow you to basically almost flip the switch to allow the muscles to fire. But if you can train in those 4 ways, you're going to have a lot of success, I promise you.